The question, though, is should you now start to look, so you start to consider maybe re-embracing those love stocks that you gave up on? Well, let's ask Rob Luna, Rob Luna, Wealth Academy founder. Rob, it's one of those days, right, where you see the earnings came out yesterday. Obviously, at this point, expectations are low.
Right.
The stocks have been beaten down. Some of these names are down 80% or more.
Yep.
So you wonder, is this a one-day phenomenon, or is this really the spark of something that we should maybe be jumping on the bandwagon?
Yeah, I think you got to play it stock by stock, Charles. I mean, you take a look at Lyft. That one's been beaten up. But if you look at Uber today, I think that's the long-term winner. That stock also in sympathies doing pretty well. So I wouldn't get caught in some of these traps, Lyft, Hood, Zillow. I don't know. Coinbase, I think that's just going to follow Bitcoin. I'd rather own Bitcoin, to be honest with you.
Coin's been coming on, though. I just kind of slipped it on the list because it's doing well. So let's talk about things, because there are two things that you're looking at. You like strong, steady stuff like enterprise, right? Enterprise products. You call this Steady Eddie. Normally, folks, we put up a stock chart. This is not a stock chart. This is their dividend history. And this is one of the reasons you like it. Look where that dividend was. I mean, we were down here at like the zero, and now we're almost at a $2 dividend, right?
Yeah, no, this is a beast, and it's been paying a dividend for 25 consecutive years. So I think right now, Charles, for a lot of people, I like technology. I love technology, but you can't be at all in these high flyers. You could pick up an 8% yield. If I look at the valuations, I think it's got 20% upside. If you want some income in your portfolio, 8% is not too bad.
It's just also a name that, let's say we go into a recessionary. It's one of those quasi-recession-proof kind of names.
Absolutely, and it's a pipeline, so they're not so necessarily dependent on the price of oil and gas. As long as it's flowing through the pipelines, they're going to pay out.
All right. Now, you do have some things that, a couple of your ideas that you like, that maybe it's time to give a little love to. A few months ago, Disney hit like a 9-year low. It's been on a stealth move ever since. So let's just start with Disney, because some Wall Street folks are starting to warm up to Disney again. Yeah,
Disney's one of those breast and breed companies, Charles, kind of like Meta. When it falls out of favor, everybody hates it. That's usually the time to buy it. I talked about this go broke, go woke. We got Iger came back. He's changing things up. Chapek was an absolute disaster. The stock bottom there. They've got a new cruise ship coming on. Look at Royal Caribbean. I like Disney.
What about Snapchat? Was that an overreaction to the earnings?
Yeah, I think so. Look, the problem with Snap is they haven't been able to monetize, but I think this is a long-term play. If you look at 13...
Will they be around long enough?
They've been, but 13
Not only do your messages disappear, so does your portfolio.
They got to do something, but they own the 13 to 25-year-old market. In 25 countries, they have 90% of that market.
Really?
Yeah, that's a big play that eventually I think they're going to monetize. My daughter spends her whole day on it.
DraftKings seems like a no-brainer, but the stock never moves. Now, I know acquisition of clients it's pretty expensive. They run a lot of commercials, but you think this one...
I think so. Like, they're early advantage first mover. I think this younger generation likes gambling. I think it's going to be a long-term winner, Charles.
All right, let's talk about a real long-term winner and the ultimate gift of love. Look at this. All right, folks. Rob Luna, early arrival, greatest Valentine's Day ever. Lincoln legend Luna, my man.
That's my son. Thanks. Really. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
You're first, right?
Yeah, I have an older daughter, 16.
That's right.
Yeah, it's my first son, and with my wife, I couldn't be more blessed.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It is, man.
We're going to be talking later in the show with one of my favorite Gen Z guests about demographics and destiny and things like that. And when I see this, by the way, folks, you got to go to Rob at the Luna Rob. That's his handle. And watch the video. It's an amazing video that you guys put together. God bless you and your wife.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, folks.